what we are doing in Washington, D.C., everywhere is panicking. That's why they are running to Washington, D.C. to bribe America. But guess what? America will never work with zoo terrorists, jihadists, Nigeria. We are winning. When you see this video, share it and say, up Biafra, up America. Zoo is panicking. They won't know. Kaimana Information Minister Okokondem is bringing it up now from Twitter. Go and join them and grab the mic. Share this video. Happy New Year. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from my end. I'm just waking up. Nde wono. Woto. NNAMDI KANU. NNAMDI KANU. We love you. Okay, habiawago. Hey! Yes, so Kokondem and the Information Minister and the Bridget team is coming up live now. So, can we bataha? As you are joining, you are sharing it. Nde wono umonem. Aye Amerigo ndị zoo, ihe anyị na-agba ha bụ tenkpondo. Ihe Trump na-eche bụ ka unu megharịa ahụ ọfụma ka ha wee bịa otu ha si wee jee Venezuela. Otu ndị Iran si wee na-agbagharị n'ụzọ na-enwe aṅụrị na Trump bịa nyere ha aka. Otu ndị Venezuela si enwe aṅụrị Trump na-eche gị ka ị megharịa ahụ. So mara nke ị ga-eme. Agakwa m aga n'ihu gaa n'azụ. I can only do what I can do. I cannot do more than the power God gave me. Good morning. They want to keep sharing. Now, that's 5 code that Biafra. Hashtag free NNAMDI KANU now. Hashtag Biafra is here. Biafra is my home. Amana mo nke bụ nke gị nwere ike bụrụ Fulani. Ọgbasalụ m. Mana gị ga-ata ofu ya. Gị ga na-esogharị ya dị eje na page nda Afonja. We know they go to Afonja or Fulani terrorist page. Now when I go they come here, they cry. You go cry us BLOOD. Kedia man, we know they hear your voice. Nnamuku.
Diplomacy.
Okay. Are you hearing them?
Political and international. On the
You're
international
hearing
stage.
their voice, please.
Our leaders in 67 to 70s never had Nkere in Washington, D.C. They never had Elias. They never had Dabiri. They never had Moran.
And I know ha bikonu. I don't know where from this side. They love you. Cry. You go cry us BLOOD. Ọ kwụsịrị n'ebe m kwụsịrị ọ gịnị? Okay. Are you hearing that?
Political and international.
What the government change this thing or kwụsị?
And even Wazirike that also rekindled the fire of Biafra. We salute all of you for your sacrifices. Because if all of you there did not do one or two things, we wouldn't have been awoken from the 67 to 70s genocidal memories and what we have to do. You are all important in your different ways. The sacrifices you've all laid, the templates, and the step-by-step input that you've put in to this day. You're all in prison today. They may turn, after you have been in prison, to start reading your personal life. It is not your personal
Up
life
here
of
in Anu here
that took you
Haneku.
to prison. It is
Nanu
Biafra
kita.
that took you to prison before they decided to open any other thing that has to do with your personal life to add into it. So we salute all of you in prison, and we continue and promise to move
Biko
on
ndị na-aga ihe a gwanụ m
with
n'ụlọ
that
na anụ ya
which
ka
you
m wee
guys
ma ihe m na-eme
were
eme.
sent to prison. The Biafra restoration and recognition, liberation. We promise to continue. We are not backing down, not in any form. No matter all sabotages that are coming, we are not backing down. That is why freedom is made for the strong-minded, not for the fickle-minded. Many that started with our leaders in prison, many of them have gone to sit on the fence now. There are those that didn't even start with them, that have even come in to be more brutal than those that claim to have started with them who are on the fence. So it is not when you started or
Okay,
how long
thank
you
you,
joined,
Friday. Thank you, nwanne
and
m.
what you can bring to the table with your own time and availability in the pace of things. And those that are standing today under BRGI, BDF, de facto in the homeland, they have promised to continue. We salute NNAMDI KANU prison. And we salute our active PM. Later on today, BRGI cabinet with the active PM will be live on air to address their friends. So please don't miss our key-ins so that you know the changes that we are making and you understand our way forward. If we had sat down and folded our arms, we wouldn't have gone and achieved this far since our leaders were imprisoned. We salute our APM for your work. Who don't know what you're doing and what you sacrifice, those are idiots. Yes, that is the best terminology to describe them. They are idiots because they don't care what would have happened to our babies, women, and children since after our leaders were all in prison. They don't care what would have happened to Biafra. They don't care if the mind behind the imprisonment of our leaders were to make sure all of us go back to sleep. Some go to the bush, some go back to business, some go back and embrace one Nigeria, some go back and do their normal life while they will say, I am tired. Or, oh, now they have imprisoned our leaders, so there is no more hope for Biafra. Let me go and die now. Oh, let me go and continue to shout one Nigeria. The day I die, I die. They were imprisoned for a reason, so that we will all abandon the cause of Biafra and then go back to our normal lives, just like many people are doing. And we thank God that God gave us the active PM today, who is holding the line, and his entire cabinet. The BDF, we are grateful to you all, because without you all this bombing and massacre and killing and kidnapping in northern Nigeria, Middle Belt, now they have given a notice of invasion to Oyo State and other Yoruba lands. All this would have been happening in Biafra land without the assistance of the BDF. You guys rock. They said, Nigerian government said they have killed all of you. They even gave a press briefing and said they have killed Botuto, they have killed Jirajento, they have killed Archangel Michael, they have killed this one, they have... Hey! They gave live press briefing and we continue to laugh at them. If you have killed all those our BDF, why are we not seeing those your terrorists ravaging our community now? Let them cross over now, let us see. So, It is our BDF that are giving you guys the woto. But since you love propaganda, you can dwell in propaganda and do it for eternity. It is your custom. It is your second name, Nigeria. Propaganda, blackmail and slander, lies. So good for them. So our BDF, we are very grateful to you all and continue to do your work. While we implore all Biafrans to turn in their support financially, because we need it now more than ever. And to all Biafrans that are donating in their ways and manners, God bless all of you, and may God of Biafra replenish your pockets. There are many of you that do what others don't know in the secret. The same way you do it in the secret, God of Biafra will bless you, and the secret good that you did will bring public blessings that your hands and pockets will continue to multiply. More open doors and breakthroughs for you so that you will have more to donate to support the cause of Biafra. Thank you all so much. Yes, you're all welcome to this very day, because if you are not doing anything useful, you will not have opposition. If you're not doing anything useful, nobody will attack you. If you're not doing anything useful that is touching the balls of the enemies, oh, you are useless to the market. Your mind, your matter, they're not going to talk about. When they are mentioning people, they will not mention you because you're useless. You're not affecting lives. You're not causing trouble. Uh-huh. So, BRGI has caused series of trouble for Nigeria. BDF has caused series of trouble for Nigeria. Biafrans have caused series of trouble for Nigeria. I want to remind all of you that when you see that Nigeria, knowing too well that the people that kill and slaughter and cut heads of babies are the jihadist terrorists, then they will rather release them and pay them again. But they decide to do what? To jail Biafra, to decide death sentence and hanging to death and life imprisonment to Biafra. I want you all to know that it is because they understand that you are the real enemy to them, because you have heated them very hard, because you are the one that started exposing this their terrorist in conquest plan all the way from 2012 when NNAMDI KANU started. It is the same thing that happened in 1966 that culminated into the genocidal war. You understood, you spoke up against the genocide, the jihad that was taking everybody's life. So it is because you are always the ones that want to open their yash. So you don't expect them to treat you with kid gloves. You need to be ready to wear iron boots. I don't mean rain boot, wear iron boots. Don't say if you wear rain boot go there rubber or plastic. Uh-huh. But when you hear of iron boots, it means it will even resist fire, except that fire go burn, reach the melting point before it go fit dissolve that metal. Before that happens, you go know say they go need series of burning. Furnace burning, no be burning. You know go light gas, carry the iron go they do on top the fire. Now burning furnace, now you go put the metal before. So every Biafran should get iron boot. Wear it as headgear, wear it as footwear, so that wear it as a jacket as well, so that you will be ready to face what is coming. Nigerian terrorist government, after we have given them so much woto, after seeing that we just renewed the contract of BRGI, the contract of Biafran people with our God-sent Elias and his new firm, and still in collaboration with Moran Global Strategist, and also Atone Dabiri. Oh, heaven got loose. Heaven got loose, because the plan was that they would destroy the relationship of Moran Global Strategists Madison new company of Elias, and Attorney Dabiri with different people. These were the plans they had. Having recorded so much of success in 2025, just within 5 months, in 2026, as they just saw that the press release was out and they are having stomach ache, they come to unveil $9 million. $9 million lobbying campaign is not to lobby and get weapons to destroy Boko Haram terrorism. $9 million lobbying campaign is not to lobby to get good life for Nigerian people. $9 million lobbying campaign is not to lobby to get power supply to Nigerian people or to develop Nigeria. Mbano. The $9 million lobbying is to come against Biafra. Is to come and lie that there is no religious persecution in Nigeria, that there is no Christian genocide, that Biafran people cannot walk away and get recognition from America, that our lobbying campaign will not go through, that our engagement in Washington, D.C. will not go through, that everything we put on the table about Biafra will not go through, that more bombings will not come to their terrorists. Hey, oh my God. $9 million lobbying is not to eliminate the terrorists that woke up a day before yesterday and evacuated people in Sokoto community, where Sultan of Sokoto is still there in that Sokoto. But the terrorist leader has issued evacuation memo to the people of Sokoto to evacuate, and they are all running out. But you don't hear that Sultan of Sokoto is also running out. And you don't hear that he's coming to say anything. After his terrorist camp was bombed on the 25th, till today, has Sultan of Sokoto said anything about his terrorist children and brothers that were bombed? You've not heard anything. But what have they done? They are coming to lobby the same U.S. citizens, the same U.S. lawmakers, which they said they were lying. Even as they came to Nigeria to come and do investigative journalism, they came to the Epic Center, they do groundwork. They saw first-hand information of people in IDP camps. Who sent them to IDP camps? Biafrans, lobbying of Nigeria just to come and lie to American government is what I don't seem to understand about the Nigerian people. Your communities are being invaded every day. Terrorists have issued memo to take over Oyo State on the 20th. Terrorists have already evacuated many of you from Sokoto community. Is $9 million not enough to acquire good weapons and bomb the terrorists that are in Sokoto, and bomb the terrorists that are planning to invade Oyo State, and bomb the terrorists that are fully in charge of Borno State? Oh my God. These people think that the American government are not well informed. American government are well informed of everything, and they have it in their palms. But Biafran people need to understand that if, after our leaders were imprisoned, we all allow the sabotaging groups to wake up and destroy everything, which report card will we have given to Biafran people now? What will Nigerian government have read before they will now see the result and the handiwork of BRGI to now go and spend $9 million to lobby, to come and lie, to counter the effort of BRGI? I want everybody to go and look the publication of this $9 million. Did you see where they call accountability group of Emma and accountability group of Nkosi to say that they are the lobbies that they are working with, that they are going after to counter the narrative? Please, if anybody say it, let me know. We want to see it, we want to read it. They specifically quoted that this is coming to counter Madison lobbying firm of Elias, who is the one leading BRGIA. So they did not go for those that do not have profile. They did not go for those that do not have results. They came for those that have gotten results. They came for those that have gotten results, and the result is speaking. Is it our leaders that are in prison that were able to make this result? Can our leaders in prison be in prison and make this result to come through? If we did not have active prime minister in office, if we did not have working cabinet, we forget this result. Now that they are dragging us up and down, and they are getting a higher paid criminals of $9 million, are they getting it to go and fight our leaders in prison? No. They are getting it to fight we and our results that we have put on the table here now. You see why those foolish people that say they want to sit down and wait for our leaders to give them orders from prison? I wonder how our leaders would have given you order from prison to be lobbying, and then Nigeria will be on their own now, saying they are getting these lobbies to counter your leader in prison. When they have already put your leader in prison, how can your leader be the one to be doing something from prison? Hi, this Yochi. Hey, this Yochi. Are they dragging NNAMDI KANU name now, or dragging NNAMDI KANU from prison? Are they dragging Simon Ekpa now from prison? No, because they know that you know what to do. So it is you that is here now that is actually giving them trouble. That's why they are coming after you. So if we all went to sleep, if we all folded our arms and we did not do anything, if we did not continue, if we waited for our leaders in prison to be the ones to act and to give us orders, that means we will not make any headway, we will not make any results. Today, oh my God, you are seeing the cry of Nigeria. We want them to know that their $9 million lobbying campaign cannot and will not stop the next bombing that is coming to their terrorists. The next bombing of their terrorists may not even be in Sokoto. It may be in another place. They should get the message very well. They are jubilating that America is giving them some drones, which they want to use to coordinate and watch what they are doing. And they are jubilating. Oh my God. America gave you drones so that you can use, and then they want to watch and see what you're going to use it to do. You're clapping for yourself. Oh my God. Jay, Nigerian government, Tinubu, and all your people. We never see Mumu where they like now spending $9 million just to come and lie and tell America, no, there is no Boko Haram terrorist. No, there is no jihadist terrorist. They are not killing people. And Biafran people are lying. There is no Boko Haram. But the Boko Haram terrorist is kidnapping and killing people every day. Even Nigerian army confess that the Boko Haram terrorists that you people put inside their military formations are actually sabotaging them, leaking their informations out. And they are on the losing end because before they even decide to go for operations, the terrorists that you people put inside their military formations have leaked out every information and plans that they need to execute. They hand over the information to their fellow Boko Harams that are outside. So I don't seem to understand what people are spending $9 million for. To Biafran people, you need to understand that if you were donating 100 ejema, that it is time to bring 1,000. If you're donating 50, it is time to bring 200. If you were donating something very small before, it is time to topple. Because those you're fighting understand the effectiveness of what you're doing. You may be seeing your numbers to be few, but your impact is not rated with your few numbers. Your impact is rated with the momentum that you carry when the result comes out. Is there Christian genocide? Yes. The religious persecution in Nigeria, is it still happening? Yes. Is Solomon Zidane sentenced to death by hanging by Nigerian court? Yes. What was his crime? Solomon defended his family and his community against the Boko Haram terrorists that came to kill and rape their women and children and cut off heads. He stood as a man, defended them. After defending them,
Sorry, John,
he
if I
successfully
remove
eliminated
that
that
thing,
terrorist. Nigerian
this
government now
other
says
one,
Solomon must be hanged to death for eliminating a
the
terrorist that came
fire
to
will make
rape
them
their
not
women and
talk.
children and to kill all of them. So Solomon
John from
and his
Facebook,
people should have folded their
from
arms
YouTube.
and allow the terrorists
Okay, let me
to
change it
eliminate them
to
all.
this one. Are you still hearing them? If you are hearing them now, tell me. Is it coming out? Are you hearing information minister's voice? Somebody should answer me, please. Or I will stop it and restart it. I don't know why. I see am. So I have to stop it and restart it because this one,
Until they went
it
that
will
far.
be coming
That is
out
why now
with
to come and
different
break
dates that
that cage,
this
they need to do a lot
John
of
is
sacrifices.
complaining
And
that
those
it has
sacrifices they
locked
have to
down.
do is all those
You
that
are
have been
hearing me now.
killed now in the protest of over 2 weeks that is going.
Are you guys hearing? Don't mind these terrorists. Open on your terrorists can block why web here. If you are hearing information minister right now, tell me with this flyer, are you hearing him? Yes or no? Let me check from YouTube. Emanande Fulani Dewu. Is okay now? Okay, gini ka o kwuru. Wetin he talk now? Right wetin he talk, make I see. Somebody say, tell me what you talk. Make I know they confused. Talk now. Write what you talk. And they hear only my voice. Sure, you see, say my voice and they hear. Let me stop it and restart it. Let me stop it and restart it because some people say no, some people say yes. I'm confused. I know that whenever I put this, I cross change it that something normally happens. Must restore.
Stella, carry the mic. I'm coming.
We must restore Biafra mma ha ekubua ihe ha ji ejelu Washington DC eje lobby ka ha mebisie ihe anyị na-eme ịnụkwa ka ha kwutere okwu Biafra nọ ihe mee ha ji wee chọọ ije nke ha. Now, ịgwa m ihe anyị na-eje ọ na-amịta mkpụrụ ka ọ naghị amịta mkpụrụ ojizu na mkpụrụ amụ ka oji ha. That is why you must support your freedom man. Ụnụ nwa nọ n'ụlọ ka a ga-egbu n'ọbọkwa mụ nọ na Chicago.
So it's time for.
Are you hearing this woman now who is speaking? Is he an information minister or another person? If you are hearing
You understand?
them, tell me in the comment section.
If you want your lives back from Fulani terrorist Islamic Nigeria government, this is the time for you to tell the world you are tired of Islamic Fulani Nigeria government. This is the time. Now you have somebody that understands who is the leader of the free world that said enough is enough of somebody chopping off somebody's head in the name of Allah. Everybody is tired. Iran, that used to be an Islamic country, as of today, they are sick and they are tired. It didn't even stop the terrorist Islamic Iranian government. They are killing their people, or yet people are coming out because that's the only way out.
Very good.
I'm sure
Thank you.
it will be
Stella
more
is
of
talking.
women
Thank
out
you.
there. Because with this, their Islam, women does not have any future. Their women don't go to paradise. Do your research, find out what is the reward of their women. Nothing. I'm sure a lot of women are out there protesting in Iran. And I wanted to tell only one Nigeria. With Iranian experience, won't you use it and learn a lesson? A particular religion people are running away from. They'll do themselves video, remove hijab in front of everybody, and say and spit on Islam, spit on Quran, and free themselves. How come you in the one Nigeria, you're embracing what others are running away from? That's an error. It's an error. And then imagine we Biafrans. God forbid, God forbid, God forbid it. Islam is for Arabs. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's for Arabs. Islam is a way of life for Arabs. It's a religion for Arabs. It's a culture for Arabs. It's a language for Arabs. No wonder. Even when you get yourself entangled with it, they will always forever segregate you. You for always forever be their slaves. Then what is the essence? Ask yourself. Have a meeting with yourselves, Nigerians. Ask yourself, what's the essence of this? What's the essence of this religion or cult? You know, I call it a cult because a cult is a society organization you belong, and when you want to go, they won't allow you to go. You enter and you want to go, it will take your life. It's only a cult that does that. And Islam does that. So it's a cult. Permit me to call it a cult. An Arabian cult. It's not a Nigerian cult. It's not Hausa cult. In fact, last time we saw Hausa girl lamenting, a Muslim lamenting. Is it that they wrote in Quran that Fulani should kill all of us? She said. Hausa Muslim girl said it and was lamenting and crying. How come these people they accepted as their brothers accepted as the religion they wanted, and not turning around and killing them one after the other. Is an error, my dear. Islam is not for you, Nigerians. Islam is not for you, Biafrans. You accept it, you is like using your leg and hands and walking into your slavery, deeper slavery. You have been on slavery, but now deeper one, because it will also take away your soul. So Nigerians, rise up. Biafrans, rise up. This is the time. You want to protest? You know, we've been holding you, don't protest, sit at home. This time, go out, protest. Because Abraham Nana for now, now you have the window and the opportunity and the door. Yes. Opportunity comes but once. Don't miss it.
Don't mind them.
Because if not so, it will take our generation, maybe you ask Iranians, it will take us maybe another 100 years for our children to begin to understand that there's a difference between Fulani and Biafran, difference between Fulani and Hausa, or difference between Fulani and Yoruba, because they are hurriedly marrying all of you, changing your name, changing your religion, changing your culture. This is how yesterday I saw a Biafran lady, a young lady wearing Ishiago. Who born you? How can you be wearing Ishiago? That's not our culture. Ishiago is for men, or for older lady that have entered menopause. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We have our tradition. Don't allow Islam to take away our traditions, please.
Nke ọ dabakwara ha. Ọ bụ isi agụ ka
Don't
m ji
allow
wee mee
them. That
traditional
was
wedding.
how yesterday Rabu Fulani told you that they serve her cola. What did you say? Serve you cola? It's not like you are in the gathering of People's Club of Nigeria. No, you are in the gathering of Biafrans in the Igbo, and you are saying, you woman, you are saying that you are supposed to collect cola. Excuse you, that is not our culture. Fulani is creeping into our culture. Fulani is creeping into our land, and we must resist it. They are coming in different forms and directions and systems. They are approaching us also in with different method. And we must fight back also with different methods. Enough is enough of this Islamization through the genetic intermix breed in our land. This Christmas, we saw some of the genetic intermix breed bought rice. And I'm telling our people to come and collect rice. So our Biafran people have become Babiala. All of them online, carrying plates. My own. This is not our culture, ladies and gentlemen. Igbos, Biafrans, this is not our culture. We are not beggars. We don't do Babiyala. It's Fulani Islam that does Babiyala. We don't do it. When you are a rich man, you came back from abroad, wherever you're working, and you want to thank God and bless the poor around you, what do? You go to their different houses and bless them. You can also teach them how to fish. I mean, you can even teach them trades. And maybe under 4 years, you send the boy free with his own trade. And the boy will go and help another, and help another, and help another. This is our people. This is our culture. Don't allow a Fulani Islamic agenda and their caliphate and their manipulations to overrun us, to swallow us up. Please, before we get to the topic, whilst we wait for our information minister, don't. You are a Biafran. You are not an Arab.
Yes, so
and therefore you can't be a Muslim.
Also, onye aka na-epin comment. Agwa m unu na-eden.
It has been Islam creating this whole problem. It has been Islam that made the 1967 war. It has been Islam problem. That war there in 1967, it was as a result of Islam killing non-Islam. They said it's a coup d'etat from Igbo coup. No, the truth is that it has been Islam. Did it stop? No. Till then, till today, Islam have not stopped killing Nigerians. In fact, now they have emboldened that to the extent that the vice president of Nigeria is the co-founder of Boko Haram. They now have Islam ticket. Muslim ticket, where the president is a Muslim, the vice president is the founder, is also a Muslim and founder or co-founder of Boko Haram, the number one deadliest terrorist organization, Islamic terrorist organization. Abba, that's an error. So we Biafrans will continue to say, let's continue to manage. Let's manage. Stella, why you're saying this is that you didn't see 1967 war. Anyway, bad news for you. I was born in 1967. Children around me, like my mother said, we are dying of kwashiorkor. You understand? But we can't continue to do the same thing and experience a change. It's not possible. Jihad do not stop. They have refused to stop. They were scattered, their headquarters were touched last month. Do they care? As I speak, they are still encroaching and causing confusion and deception and the killing and the evacuation. This is what they are causing in the land. So they can't stop. So the only way forward and the only way out is for we Biafrans to exit Nigeria, to remove all the traces of terrorist Fulani Islamic Nigeria government out of Biafra land, so we can be free and be a new nation, a different nation, where we can worship Chukwu Okike Abiyama without fears, without anybody chopping off our heads and necks. This is the only way forward, ladies and gentlemen. So stop telling me that you didn't see this war. If you saw this war, you won't be saying this. But the war have not stopped, brother. The war have not stopped, sister. From 1967 till date, Nigeria Fulani terrorist Islamic government have killed well over 20 million Biafrans. Only Biafrans. From the so-called Eastern Nigeria, they have wiped out well over 20 million. So when will we say enough is enough of this killing? Remove this your mentality. Can you not patch? But in a patch, your nail leak. You continue to patch, but it's leaking and leaking and leaking. And soon your life will also be put inside it. Biafrans, let's rise up. Join hands together. Fund our liberation. Fund our recognition. We have heard what terrorist Islamic Nigeria Fulani government are doing. Like, are they competing? In fact, that has been what they've been doing. That is why what we are doing have never penetrated Washington, D.C., except for now. We've been patching, and Nigeria have been licking it. They will double cross us and go ahead of us and enter anywhere enterable with our own oil money and gas money, destabilize and disorganize what we're doing. But thank God for now, they have failed. They are failing. They have failed and they are failing. So this is for us to shine. This is time for us to be alive. This is time for us to do something. This is time for us to defend ourselves. This is time for us to liberate our land. This is time for us to have freedom. This is time for us to have our own nation. Look around. You see Somalia of yesterday. The same lobbies we have is the same lobbies that is doing for them. They are being recognized. How about me and you? You know, sometimes you guys will say, when you think about the little mansion you have built, and you say, who knows now, when this fight continues now, they'll pull down my mansion. You see this, my limousine I just managed to buy. And you are afraid of starting all over. You are in a physical world, and change, you can't stop change. Biafrans. Let's start all over and start it on a clean slate and make life better for us and our children, and our children, children, and our children, children, Biafrans. Stop looking at the genetic intermixed breeds. Stop looking at the Yorubas. Stop looking at the Hausas and the Middle Belt. There's another thing entirely. There's another situation entirely. But you see, we have another situation entirely at hand. Chukwokika Abiyama have told us to go home. Go home, Biafrans, go home. There will be a time when you staying abroad, it will be very, very, very dangerous for you. Because you see, all these Fulanis now, they have dark Fulani, they have fair Fulani, and they are committing usance even outside Nigeria, outside Biafra, abroad, in the Western world, even in America. They are creating and causing usance. There will be a time when me and you, it will be dangerous for me and you to still stay abroad because they see all of us as one and the same. Will you have time to go and tell them, please don't kill me, I am not Arab. Please don't kill me, I'm not a Muslim. God have told us through the mouth of Onyendu to go home. That is where he will protect all of us in the days coming. Go home, Biafrans. That is where all of us will be protected. What are you doing as a Biafran? As Igbo man in Alaba International, what are you doing? As Igbo man in Juelegba Electronics, what are you doing? Okokomaiko, as Igbo man trading there, how are you supporting your freedom? Go and watch Mazen NNAMDI KANU different speech. It is a prophecy for you. And it will guide you. It will lead you. And you will see hope. A lot of you, Biafrans, you have lost hope already. You have lost how we're going to do it. You continue to say, let's be patching. Let's be managing. Let's be managing. No, my dear. You can't continue to manage and things will be okay. Even also, you have become selfish. How about the children you're living in this world? Would they also enter managing? Meanwhile, Fulani and their children children, they have given them AK-47 at their very little age and told them that Biafrans are their enemy. Go get them, chop off their heads. That is what Fulanis are telling their own children. What are you telling your own children? Biafrans. You continue to tell your children, let's be managing. I used to hear it from my mother's mouth. Now she's no more, I am here, and I'm still managing. And you want me to give it to my children too? No, let's be managing. No, I'm tired of this kind of managing. Let's do something, believing that God will be on our side and we will get it right. We are not supposed to be afraid of starting all over. I'm telling you, it will be a better Biafra. It will be a better nation for you than now. Now the terrorist Islamic Nigeria government that do not care about you. No road, no pipe-borne water, no 24 hours electricity. Tell me no job. Nothing coming from the government to you. So why are you hanging on? Why are you hooking still on Nigeria? Nigeria have deluded you. Nigeria hates you with passion. Nigeria killed you. Nigeria has happened to all of you. One way or the other. It has also happened to me. Look at yesterday, Chimamanda. Nigeria has also happened to her. Look at the boxer. Nigeria also have happened. Oh my God. Nigeria is happening to everybody. But when will you rise up together and say enough is enough? I told you, this is a time for you to protest. You want to tell the world you're sick and tired? Show it to the world. Because you see, nobody wants to do mistake. I bet you Trump do not want to do any mistake on me and you. He wants to make sure that you really want to free yourselves. Iran is showing the world that they want to free themselves from Islam. Nigeria, do you want to free yourselves from Islam? Do you? Biafrans, do you want to free yourselves from Islam? Show it. This is the time you go on protest. You know, before we used to tell you, sit down. No, this is the time. Because the nations, They want to make sure that this is exactly what you want. You see, just little move America did yesterday. Some people say, America is coming to take our mineral resources. America is coming to okay, so this is the time for you to now. America is now waiting for you to move. Do you want your freedom from this Islamic terrorist, jihadist Nigeria government? Do you want it? Show it. And the only way to show it for you to demonstrate, protest. All of you should be on the street to protest that you don't want Islam. Because when you're coming out because you don't want Islam. Nigeria has become an Islamic state. And they are using Sharia law. Already 18 states in Nigeria have started using Sharia law, or 16 have started using Sharia law. And they are working so hard to bring it down to other states. So, if this is what you don't want, tell your government. Protest against your government and let them understand that you don't want Islam, that you don't want to be governed with Sharia law. In Sharia law, only you failing a traffic light, the penalty is to chop off one of your finger. That's the penalty. In Sharia law, an old man with white beard can marry a little, that's your pretty daughter of 3 years. An old man with white beards can marry that your 3 years or 6 years old daughter. To them, it's normal. Understand it, though, so that you know what you are up against. Is this what you want, Nigerians? Is this what you want, Biafrans? And so, if it's not what you want, go and protest and tell your government that this is not what you want. Tell the world that this is not what you want. Because you see, for me and my household, for me and my brothers and sisters, even here in this space, for me and Biafra Republic government in exile, we have denounced Islam. We have said no to Islamization. We have said no to Fulanization. And we have said no to Nigerianization. So if you are there as a one Nigeria and you're still patching and patching and patching, in fact, some are not even patching. Some have become the only blind man or the only one-eyed man that is ruling in a whole community of blind men. You have one eye and you're ruling a whole community, but they're all blind. And this is what they want. And so at the end of every year, what do? All the blind men will fall in line with their plate in front of the one-eyed man. Babi Yala, give us a plate of rice, give us a plate of noodle, give us a plate of gari, a plate of even I saw yesterday, I also saw a bottle of oil. What is that? Is this the kind of life you want? I mean, your mother carrying you 9 months and delivering you only for you to open your eyes to find this kind of world. Excuse you, if this is what our world is all about, we can, I can easily walk back. Oh, we can walk back. Have you seen this? There's this is it advert or program AI? They in a little baby. They did a little baby where the baby is walking, and then the nurse will now, baby, where are you going to? No, listen, I did. The baby will say, no, listen, I didn't plan for this. Already, I've come out, and my father is poor, my mother is poor. They can't even take care of me. I'm going back. Doctor, take me back. I mean, that you will. Look at it. If this world is all about me waking up only for every morning or every end of the year or middle of the year, I'll carry my plate and fall in line in front of the house of Kubana chief priest, and he will not give me a bag of rice or a plate of rice, a plate of noodle, a plate of gari, a bottle of oil. Thank you, and then you go back. After all, tomorrow, very soon now, he'll come and tell you, vote for me. You still vote. Is this what life is all about? This is what I don't know. It has gotten to a stage where we Biafrans, even one Nigerians, you can sit down and have a meeting with yourself, for yourself, and ask yourself, where are you going to? It's not enough doing video. I saw a boy doing video to himself where he was sitting down in one depilated house. You understand? One old house that will soon fall on top of him. and showed where he hung his trouser and shirt and doing himself video and crying. Is this what hell? I'm so poor. Is this what life is all about? God help you. God help you. He did himself video. I said, you see, very soon now he will go and hang himself. Guys, if you are not careful these days, your children, God forbid, and our children will now begin to do suicide. What do you call it? Suicide, no? Killing themselves because of they can't bear it anymore. Is this what we want? That will get to the stage where our children now will be killing and hanging themselves because they can't carry on with this life? No. The only way forward is to bring all down and start all over again from the scratch. We give everybody plain, how do you say, plain level, plain, everybody at the same level. Then you take off from there. Whoever that gets better, hallelujah. But it will be a plain field. Nobody is just like today. Now we are hearing that Dangote is the richest man in the whole world. Who dash monkey banana? He's not brilliant. What do happens? They will go and close this person's industry and give it to him. They will go and close this person's cement industry and push it to him. And you're telling me Dangote is the richest? No, he was favored by the government particularly. He was picked out. That is not what we want. That is not what Biafra is bringing. Biafra is bringing a plain, how do I use this word? A plain field or leveled, where everybody will start from scratch. And then you begin to grow according to your talent, according to your own ability. Not somebody coming to call you and give you this or give you that. No. This is how Oyibos do it. And this is why almost all of them are humbled. You can see a minister enter inside the same bus with you without siren, without doing imakwanda anyebu, imakwanda anyebu. Everybody here is humbled. A press man, a journalist can go to the office and speak with them. No, try and speak with any of the politicians in Nigeria government. This is what we don't want. So Biafrans, enough is enough of patch. I'm sick and tired of this. So no matter I'm a senior citizen already, but I'm thinking about my children and my children, your own children and your children. This is what you're supposed to be thinking about. Yesterday, a Ghana or is it a Kenyan lady, we are advising Nigerians. Look at where she is, and she's advising us. I wish I can play that. But I'll soon send it to JT so that if you want later, you go and listen to it. See this lady's advice to Nigerians. All Nigerians want is chabute. Scam. That's why they are so much in scam. You see a little boy, didn't go to school, didn't learn any handwork. He goes to one herbalist and did okite. And before you know it, he's now throwing money like big boys are throwing money. A little boy, guys, did you see it yesterday? A little boy of highest 13 years or 12 years now went to party with other little kids like him. He started throwing money. He came in with a bag of money. It's not like he's the daughter or son of Dangote. I've never even seen Dangote throw money. But you see, these ones that don't have money down in Biafra land are flying money in the air. All these Fulani that are doing kidnap are collecting billions and millions and billions. Last time we saw it, they pack it inside the trucks and they did video. They were showing all of us to see. But you see them go to their party or their own and they are throwing it in the sky. But poor me and you, when you are managed to get little change, you're throwing it in the air. And then you can imagine what you're teaching the younger ones. Now, a little boy of 12 years, I don't know what, I think he did okay though. I don't know what he did though. It's not like he's the son of Dangote. Went to a party with other little kids like him. He came in with bag of money and was throwing it in the air. That's an error, my dear. This is what we don't want, and this is also one of the reasons why we are living terrorist Islamic Fulani Nigeria. This boy, we are throwing one in the air, chewing bubble gum with one big chain on the neck. It's not like he's a musician or one artist. No, ain't nobody from nowhere. So Biafrans, rise up, join. Let's join hands and fund our liberation and recognition. Ihe enwegwukwa n'isi o. Ihe enwe isikwa na ngaramara. Ka ịdị involved with ihe a na-eme o. Ụfọdụ ebidogo lụbanya wọlụ before nọkọta n'azụ. Don't regret it o. Bịakwa sonye n'ihe a na-eme o. Ọkwa ebe a ka ọ na-ahapụ no. Ọkwa ebe a jiri isi mmiri o. Even the Nigeria government ebegokwa akwa. I will come back and tell you the story. The topic will still get to the story. Whilst we wait for our information minister. Tati, I see your hand. You have the mic. Thank you. Tati Ville.
Yeah, Sister Stella, senior citizen, thank you very much. Thank you very much for that, your great and wonderful submission. And before, I make any comment on my submission regarding the X space today, I want to give the accolade that that benefits the Biafran people. And then before I go ahead, please, if you know that you have not shared the space, please try and share the space. We have about 60 something people here on the space, so please share it so that people can be able to get the notification that we are live here today. This is Brigade Biafra community space, and then we are here with our information minister and the person of Honorable Sonny Akparawa. Well, before I give our leaders their own accolades, I want to give the Biafran people the accolades that benefits them 100%. Because, when I came across this publication from the Nigerian terrorist government, just regarding the topic that we have here that says Tinubu 9 million to US lobbies to lie in convincing US no terrorist in Nigeria. I think that's what our information minister wanted to put up here, but due to not much space in putting up the topic, that was why it ended them in the no terrorist. When I came across the publication from the Nigerian terrorist government regarding this $9 million US that the drug lord administration, the person of Tinubu, is spending to lobby in the United States of America regarding the obvious fact of the Christian genocide, and most especially the Biafran genocide, the Biafran Christian genocide that is happening in that geopolitical zone in West Africa today. I felt so much more proud of myself, and and I gave myself a pat at the back that yes, that whatever I have been doing with my fellow Biafrans, just like every one of you here on the space currently here, and those that were listening to the space later on, and I was so proud of myself. I was like, finally, the Nigerian terrorist government cannot be able to ignore or hide the fact that the Biafran Republic government in exile is really dealing with them diplomatically in the international community and international stage. They cannot hide it anymore. That is why they are now bringing it out to every one of you out there to see that, yes, they have brought out $9 million US to lobby, to lie against the obvious fact of the Christian genocide that is happening in Nigeria today, and also to debunk the testimony of our acting prime minister. We should not forget that. We should not forget that, guys. After our acting prime minister gave that testimony to the Tom Lato's human rights organization, which is shared by the congressmen of women of the United States of America, and all those things started coming up. Before we knew it, senators started speaking up regarding the Christian genocide, congressmen and women, up to the stage that even the president of the United States of America have to come out and designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern. We should not forget that, because I just want to, do some kind of revision to, to remember us how all these things started. And it's because of our mental toughness as a people. It's because of how we have fought so hard in making sure that the voices of the Biafran people are being heard in the international stage today. Something that our internal leader clamored for in the 1967 to 1970 genocidal war between the Biafran people and the Nigerian terrorist government. Something that our supreme leader, that is being unjustly jailed today in Nigeria, he was sentenced for life. He was unjustly sentenced for life. And he was one of the people, or one of the persons, that have been advocating regarding this Christian genocide that is happening in Nigeria, that the whole world are now speaking about today. He was the one that started shouting on top of his voice that the Fulani Islamic jihadist terrorist governments are killing Christians. Because when we say Boko Haram, we say bandit, we say Lukarawa, we say Iswa, we say ISIS. So we are just like maybe giving the Nigerian terrorist government some kind of a breathing space. They are the one funding the organization. They own the organization. They own the branch of that organization that exists today in that contraption called Nigeria. They own it. They are the ones sponsoring it. They are the ones sponsoring it. Yeah, senior citizen, I'm trying to bring you up. I don't know why you keep going down. Yeah, I just I just brought you up again. Please, if there's anything, just let me know. If you are up already, let me know. Give me a thumbs up, please. Okay.
I'm okay now.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Because
Yeah, I can hear you
keep
now.
on knocking me out. I don't know.
Yeah. I noticed it, so that's why I wanted to, get the clarification from your side that you're up already. All right, then. Thank you. Thank you. So when we start saying they are the ones underneath, and today they are bringing out $9 million to counter the testimony of the Biafran Republic government in exile, a testimony that was given by the acting Prime Minister, His Excellency Honorable Chukwuemeka, to the congressmen and women of the United States of America. They are not bringing out this money to buy weapons, to protect the lives of its citizens. No. They want to debunk the obvious truth that Christians are being killed by these Islamic jihadists in Nigeria today. So they are not even interested in saving the lives of their citizens. They want to lie and cover it up that such Christian genocide is not happening. Which means that the Biafran people have been able to summon the Nigerian terror. The Nigerian terrorist government have been feeling this whole high and mighty all these years. They feel that they can do whatever they want to do to oppress the people, to oppress the Biafran people, to massacre the Biafran people without any repercussions. But today, they were all surprised and shocked that yes, the Biafran Republic government in exile have been able to flip that table in Washington, D.C. in exposing all the atrocities that they have been committing against humanity, because what we are fighting for here is humanity. We are not fighting that maybe because we hate anybody. We are not fighting because we don't want. We are fighting because we want to save our lives. We want to save humanity. And that is why every one of you out there that have been supporting the Biafra Republic government in exile, that have been supporting your freedom, that have been funding in making sure that the Nigerian terrorist government is being exposed today, should be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. Give yourself a pat at your back. We are winning the fight. You see what the Nigerian terrorist government just did? It shows that yes, we are winning the fight. I get it from, but I won't listen. This time around. They cannot hide it anymore. And if you watch throughout the publication, you will see that even some of these their media supporters, these their media bandits, they are treading softly on the publication because they are not feeling much comfortable. Go and look up, because I've been, I've been going over social media, most especially X. I've been seeing the response. And I've been watching to see the response of these their media bandits that are supporting these atrocities that the Nigerian terrorist government is committing against the Biafran Christians and also the Christians in Nigeria. I want to see their response, but I cannot be able to see most of them regarding, because they knew and they know that yes, that the Biafran people are now taking the upper hand. Even the so-called Abati, because I will not call him doctor, because even the so-called Abati in their so-called Arise News today, he foolishly, I will say he foolishly even exposed the Nigerian terrorist government more when he was trying to do some kind of damage control. And he said, if the Biafran people can be able, if the United States of America can be able to hear the voice of the Biafran people, that the so-called Nigerian terrorist government also have the right to tell their own story. I'm going somewhere. Everybody should relax. While we wait for our information minister to come back and continue with the topic that we have up here today. Abati foolishly and stupidly even exposed the Nigerian terrorist government where he was trying to do some kind of damage control. Now they have come to acknowledge that yes, that we the Biafran people is really doing something in Washington, D.C. These are the things every one of you out there needs to be picking point by point, to be understanding what our acting prime minister and our lobbyist and our lawyer is doing in Washington, D.C. Because Nigeria have this confidence that nobody can question whatever they do. But today, they have been forced to summon themselves. That please, oh, it's not like this, oh. They have been forced to summon themselves. But the American government and the congressmen and women are not stupid. They are not stupid. Because the truth and facts of the Christian genocide that is happening, it's very obvious. So they can spend all the money that they think they can be able to spend to lie against this obvious fact and truth of Christian genocide in Nigeria today. But one thing they should understand is as dead as Dodo, according to Mike Ezekome, the so-called son. that cannot change anything in the so-called contraption Nigeria. It is dead as dodo. This is what our internal leader clamored for the United States government to summon the government of Nigeria in 1967 to 1970. But they betrayed him. They sabotaged him. They also sabotaged our supreme leader, NNAMDI KANU, and also sabotaged our prime minister. Until when our acting prime minister came on board, the Punisher, they now locked everywhere. And the saboteurs now started crying. They tried to turn the Biafran people against him. But people like you and I, we knew the truth. We stood our ground and we fought back that sabotage. Even those that say they don't need lobbies to get Biafra, they don't need this to get this, today they are trying to take credit from what the Biafran Republic government in exile, headed by Honorable Okechukwu Nkeri, have been able to achieve today. They are not coming out to claim that glory. Like as I always say, there's no problem. They are Biafrans, they can claim it. But they should understand one thing, that the only political entity that can be able to give us Biafra today is the Biafran Republic government in exile, which is headed by His Excellency Honorable Okechukwu Nkeri today. And our partners in Washington, D.C., Mazi Elias, who has been able to establish his own firm, Washington and Madison LLC, but still have a good relationship with Moran Global Strategies. When our information minister was, when he was addressing the topic here before he got them distracted, he said something that some people tried to put confusion, to destroy the reputation of our lobbyist, Mazi Elias, with the Moran Global Strategies. But because he's a genuine man that knows his job, he's a genuine man that have love for the people of Biafra, he's a genuine man that have love for humanity, they couldn't destroy his reputation with Moran Global Strategies. Those are the people that every one of us, every one of you out there that call yourself a Biafran, whether you are in the defunct DOS, whether you are anywhere that you are, in any organization that you are, any illegal organization that you are, now is the time for you to recognize the Biafran Republic government in exile and understand that the only leader that you have today is the only man that is fighting in Washington, D.C. And we all know the only man that is fighting in Washington, D.C. is no other person than His Excellency Honorable Okechukwu Nkeri. Every other or any other entity or any other person out there, their names are not being mentioned in Washington, D.C. today. But the only name that is being mentioned is Honorable Okechukwu Nkeri. Every one of you just need to understand this fact. It's undebatable because it has established itself in the book of history. And the only way you can be remembered by posterity is for you to support him and support what the Biafra Republic government in exile is doing. Now is the time for you to come out from that place that you are and join the moving train, where the real technocrats are. Sometimes our information minister is back, but sir, please let me just make this statement. The breakaway group, the accountability group, they will say they are the technocrats, they are this and that. But today, their names are not being mentioned anyway. But the people that their names are being mentioned all over the world today regarding the Christian genocide in Nigeria is the Biafra Republic government in exile, which is you and I. And our doors are open for every one of you out there still sitting on the fence to come in and join what we are doing so we can be able to get this freedom as soon as possible, now that the window is open and the American government are now open to do what? To fight and liberate any persons or people that are willing to come out from that shackles of slavery that they have that have been in for years, for decades, and for centuries. And I believe now is the time for us to get Biafra. If we miss it now, it will take us so many years ahead to get it again. So thank you very much, Information Minister. You can have the mic, sir.
Thank you, Machineke. Thank you so much. And to my ministers in the house, all of you, I salute you. Ministers of the media, I salute you. I can see our original COS and many other ministers of BRJ in the house. I salute you all. Biafran people should understand that it is not our leaders that are inside prison now that are doing what is happening now, or that are causing Nigeria the trouble now, or that are creating the effect and the impact now. It is you and I that are here now that are creating the effect and causing the impact and causing Nigeria more trouble now. When we said BRJ henceforth not taking orders or instructions or guidance from our leaders in prison, many of you were against us. You did not understand because some of you are fools. Yes, you have brain, but your brain's cells are all dead. Because if it were to be our leaders that are in prison that should be doing what we are doing now or making it happen, the pressure that they are undergoing inside prison will not allow them. How do you expect that our leaders in prison will now be in prison and be fighting for you from Washington, D.C.? They will be in prison and be fighting for you from the defense in the homeland. They will be in prison and then be the one to be having meeting with the lawmakers in America and be having meeting with the Defense Council to decide what to do and what not to do. Please, some people need brain surgery. Yes. Some of you need brain surgery. I'm telling you, you need brain surgery. And that brain surgery needs to be done ASAP. Go and line up if you want to go to Honorable Fulani Hospital, the psychiatric hospital. Go there so that just survive. So that if Honorable Fulani can infect your brain, at least for you to be on a sick bed of psychiatric hospital, I think it could even better pass. You say your brain they okay, but it can't reason well. Then person wait there for psychiatric hospital, in brain walk past your own. So maybe try to go to Honorable Fulani Hospital. Maybe she can help you. Mm-hmm. Like I said before, is it our leaders that are being dragged about now? Are they the ones creating the effect from inside prison? No. It is you that is here that need to do it. Biafra that are here need to do it. BRJ that are here need to do it. The active PM here need to do it. The cabinet here needs to do it. All Biafrans that are free are the ones to do it. They are the ones to make decisions and to give the orders and to lead and to decide what to happen. That our leaders in chains cannot be the one to do it. What we are doing now is to shake Nigeria, to shake the European Commission. You can see that European Commission are feeling the heat of American sanctions indirectly, in a very systematic manner. They are not making noise about it. When the sanctions hit one of their partners, they are feeling the repercussion. When it hits one of their partners, they are feeling the repercussion. Everything is going back to how did NNAMDI KANU get to prison? Who took him to prison, and what happened, and how did you kidnap him, and why did you kidnap him? But if you ask them, are we dealing with you? They cannot open their mouth and talk, but they know where their problem is coming from. They know. Are they calling the names of those that have been working so hard to destroy what we've been doing? No. It is you that is here that don't make noise too much, but only your result is speaking out that they are coming after, because they know who is causing them the problem. They know that it is Nkere and BRGI and Elias and David that is causing them the problem. Go and read that communication. They are quoting the memo of BRGIE of renewing our contract with Elias law firm and Attorney Dabiri law firm. That is what they are quoting. They say in order to counter and to come and lie to American government and to deceive them that all that we've been doing has been working against them and they are seeing the result. For them to come and, did they say they want to come and counter Honorable Fulani, or did they say they want to come and counter Eman Dioshi or Eman Ndibe? Did they say they want to come and counter DOS? Or did they say they want to come and counter Kanu Takanu? No, you saw it very clear now. The name there in quote is Nkere, Okechukwu Nkere, the active Prime Minister of BRGI. The name there is Elias Gerasulus, law firm. The name there is Amen Dabiri, law firm. Who are those working with them? Who renew contract with Amen Dabiri? Who renew contract with Elias law firm? Who renew contract with them? Some of you that thought that BRGI is going to fail, or that BRGI will not be able to go forward or achieve anything without your madness, have you seen how far BRGI is going? Even as some of you are still wallowing in your stupidity, have you seen how far BRGI is still going? Is it not time for you to come back from the toilet that you went to perceive some poo that is smelling? Because the poo we went to perceive inside the toilet, it didn't damage your brain. Is it not time you come back from that toilet? Is it not time you come out from that toilet so that you can be able to breathe better air? So that your brain will work well, and then you will know that, oh, it is BRGI that is doing something. Every other thing that is happening here is a charade. It is a mirage. And the only one that is working is BRGI. Biafran people, we need your money now more than ever. You have to come and support BRGIE now than ever. If you were not supporting before, it is time you come now. Keep your ego and pride aside. Keep your hatred and selfishness aside. This is not BRGIE of Sonny or Nkere or Simon or NNAMDI KANU. No. It is not BRGIE of Mr. Snow or Toti B or Betty or Eunice or Emeka or Stella. No. or Titus or Veteran Dragon or James. It is BRJI for the Biafra people. It is for every Biafran. Keep your personal hatred against Sonny aside. Keep your stupidity aside. Keep your idiosyncrasy aside, because it has not taken you to anywhere. Rather, it has stuck you one place. For the entire 2025, you have only been displaying your stupidity in the media. Every day, everybody will open social media, they see that you are shouting. The only thing you're shouting is, Sonny, Nkere, Elias, Sonny, Nkere, Elias, success. Sonny, Nkere, Elias, success. And you shouted like that from the beginning of 2025 to the end of 2025. Nothing you achieved, nothing to show for. But those people, you shouted their names and made them your topic in every of your utterances. They have produced series of results that you cannot match. Today, Nigerian government is still coming out to tell you that these people are the ones causing their problem. And because they announce renewal of their contract with the loving firm of Elias, and I'm in a very loving firm, because they saw it and they see that we are not backing down, that we have intensified our effort in 2026. Oh, they have to come with something to counter. We are telling them that it doesn't matter how many thousands and millions of dollars they pay to lie. Lie cannot prevail when it has to do with this Biafra freedom. Because the truth is, before everyone, America did not come and bomb your babies, women, and children in your houses. America came to bomb the presence of those terrorists that were kidnapping you and raping your women and children. At first, they turned the narrative that America is coming to bomb you people in your houses. And you all cried. All of you turned the radar against Donald Trump. Call him all manners of names. The only man that other people in other countries are actually looking for his presence in their country so that they can be free. At the end of the day, he still came because he was not meant to even come because of man. He was predestined by God to come and destroy those terrorists. He came. He did it. And over thousands of those terrorists sank 1,000 feet. And more are still going to fall again. So you can continue to cry and lament and wail. It's none of our business. If we did not make good results, if we did not make progress, if we are not achieving anything, will Nigerian government come to hire lobbies with over $9 million in 2026? How many of you, wait, it's like some of you have forgotten that in 2025, there was another set of lobbying campaign that Nigerian government carried out against Biafra government in exile. How many of you remember? Let me get the publication and read it for us to hear. So, if with all that they spent in 2025, they did not destroy, they did not get any result against the Christian genocide and against Biafra and against the religious persecution, and then we still won. This publication was on October 16, 2025. He said, Scoop, Nigeria launches $2.7 million covered anti-Biafra lobbying campaign. So some of you have forgotten about this one. So the one that they launched $2.7 million in October 16 of 2025, it has not yielded any fruit in 2025. Between the 16th of October to the early of January 2026, That one did not yield any fruit. They spent that $2.7 million for nothing. Did Biafra still prevail? Since October 2025 to January 2026, how many sanctions has Nigeria gotten? When was the bomb dropped on Nigerian terrorist soil? It was on the 25th of December. But this, their lobbying campaign, they paid this $2.7 million, and the publication came out on the 16th of October 2025. On the 1st of November 2025, Donald Trump warned Nigeria that if they allow the Christian persecution and the genocide to continue, he will come with guns a-blazing. That was on 1st of November 2025. Now, remember that they had lobbied on the 19th, on the 16th of October. The publication came out there with $2.7 million. But that did not counter or overhaul the effort and the result of BRGI, that even in November, Donald Trump re-echoed again, even with their $2.7 million lobbying campaign. Then on the 22nd of November, they dared the Department of War of America, and they kidnapped over 330-something babies in their schools with their teachers. The principal, or one of the teachers that tried to stop the terrorists, they killed that one at the spot. Is Nigerian government talking about it now? No, they are not talking about it. Did that stop Donald Trump to designate Nigeria as a country of particular concern? Did that stop Donald Trump to place all the sanctions on Nigeria? Did that stop Donald Trump to block visas of Nigerian criminals and terrorists? Did that stop Donald Trump to now give Christians a gift of December on the 25th of December 2025? So this was $2.7 million lobbying of Nigeria against Biafra because of the campaign that we carried testimony against them and religious persecution on the table. Did that stop Donald Trump? You see, when you are going with evidence base, you don't go to lie. You go with facts and figures. You put it on the table. You go in boldly. There's nothing that can take you down. For Nigerian government to have lied in the first place and called Donald Trump a liar, that Donald Trump is lying, that he is basing his claims on falsehood from Biafra lobbying campaign to say that there is Christian genocide. Am I the one that said it? It was the foreign minister of Nigeria that was saying it. He was speaking for Nigeria. He said there is no Christian genocide, that Donald Trump is going with the falsehood from Biafran government in exile. This is after they have paid this $2.7 million, and it did not yield fruit. So he had to come out and start crying on the media that day, on that interview. They were running from one media house to another. And what really shocked them is that American media houses and journalists were ready to grant them this interview for them to come and speak. And as they were speaking, they were exposing themselves. As they were speaking, they were exposing themselves. As they were speaking, they were nailing themselves the more. As they were speaking, analytically, their speeches were indicting them the more. Did the American government then go to Nigeria to investigate? Yes. Did Nigerian government go to America to go and tell America, no, there is no Christian genocide? No. Yes. Then American government still send their lawmakers to go down there and watch with their very eye, and they saw first-hand information. Oh, Nigeria. Biafran people are not scared of your 9 million campaign. And we are telling you that this will not stop the next bomb that will be dropped on your terrorists in Sokoto and other parts. This will not also stop the recognition of Biafra. This will not stop the protest that is going to erupt in Nigeria soon. A massive protest is going to erupt. Biafran people may be the one to start the protest, or another set of people may be the one to start. A protest is going to start. Biafran should get ready. If you want freedom, what is happening in Iran now should replicate in Nigeria. It has to be replicated. As it replicates, that is what will drag down American government bombing the terrorists for you in the first place is to tell you that they are ready to crush your evil and corrupt leaders out of office so that all of you can be free. It is a message that is sent in a diplomatic way. It is left for you to wake up and then grab the opportunity, activate the button, and then do the needful. Are you ready to do it? Or you want to wallow in stupidity? Are you ready to do it? Or you want to continue to sleep? Are you ready to do it? Or you want to continue to be talking, and doing social media content creation, and then you go back to your vomit? Donald Trump sent a message, and then the Iranian youth pick it up. The courage that he gave them is moving mountains, and they are going, and they are going. Every day is giving them more message. They should continue that we are coming. Did you guys read the message of Donald Trump? There's something that you should read. Let me get the message and then read something so that some of you that will be preparing for a protest, you will know what you are going for. Yes. Listen up. This is the one that they dropped yesterday. He said, Iranian patriots, keep protesting. Take over your institutions. I want you all to listen. Save the names of the killers and abusers. They will pay a big price. I have cancelled all meetings with Iranian officials until the senseless killing of protesters stops. Help is on the way. MIGA President Donald Trump. I'm coming back to the first sentence. Take over your institutions. What does that mean? Take over your institutions. That every structure, everything that represents the terrorist regime, everything that represents one Nigeria in your environs, their barracks, their civil defense unit, their secretariat, their local government, when they say go out for popular uprising, go out for a protest and a revolution at that, you are not to go and start going after people's shops. No. You go after the institutions of the occupiers. Donald Trump is sending a message to you people here that protest is not to go and start looting private properties or businesses. That protest is for you to go after the government institutions. He said, take over your institutions. Go after the institutions. Go after those places that they used to assemble to sit down and make evil laws that will destroy your future, your generations, your babies, and your aspirations. Go after your institutions. The institutions include police station, barracks, government houses. Now, those are the places you need to go to when you start the revolution. You don't need AK-47 now. Did you hear him say, use AK-47 here? No. You're in a popular uprising. People must die for there to be redemption. If Jesus Christ did not die and spill his blood, will there be redemption of sins and mankind to be alive? He paid the big price for others to be free. So there must be a sacrifice of blood. Many Iranians are being sacrificed of their blood today for the cause of the protest, so that the living will have the freedom to enjoy forever, because they have already been in the bondage for years. How do you bring down a regime that is aiding and abetting the terrorists? You go after those erected institutions. Don't go after my small shop where I sell moi moi and akara. Don't go after my small shop where I used to mend shoe. Don't go after my small shop where I sell cosmetics. Don't go after my small shop where I used to do mama put. I fry akara and do moi moi and custard. And I say 50 naira a plate when things were cheaper. And now that things are hard, I say 200 or 300 or 500 a plate. You eat akara. You eat moi moi. You eat pap or custard. You're done for the breakfast. At times, you can hold your belly till lunch with bread where you go fire put inside. Don't go after those kind of places. Your revolution, your protest is not to target private institutions. Go after the public government institutions. Those are the places where they used to sit down to implement the evil order against you. What does the work? It is not AK-47. What are the Iranians using to do it? Molotov. Molotov cocktails. They only need to stand outside, and then prepare the Molotovs, and then throw them all inside there. Then stand outside and watch as the music will be playing. No be so? Okay. What is different from what NNAMDI KANU was educating those useless people when they were protesting in 2020? Donald Trump is educating you the same thing here. When I don't go cut Donald Trump head at the ask you, when I don't go cut his head, he's telling you, take over your institutions. He did not say go and take over Sister Mary's tailor shop. He did not say go and take over Brother Anthony Indomie warehouse. He did not say go and take over what is our brother's company in Biafra land, the one that produced motor. Please, somebody should remind me.
Yeah, it's Innocent, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Innocent.
He did not say go and light up Innocent's motor company. No, Innocent's motor company is not government institution. No. Ibeto Cement that they shut down is private business so that they can monopolize Dangote to become the richest man for the Fulanis in Nigeria. Ibeto Cement Factory is not government institution. Where is the government institution? Is the government house. That civil defense is government institution. Firefighting unit is government institution. Local government is government institution. Police station is government institution. Barrack is government institution. Federal secretariat is government institution. The court, the Nigerian court, is government institution. All the places you know that carry Nigeria flag to sit down and pronounce their law. The House of Assembly, the National Assembly, the red and the green chambers. Those are the places that you target as government institutions. Listen to Donald Trump's message. He said, Iranian patriots, keep protesting. Take over your institutions. And then he gave 3 exclamation marks. That is a strong message. Those that understand what it means. Take over your institutions. Because you're in a popular uprising. You're fighting to get freedom and to take hold of what belongs to you. If you start the protest and then you start going to go and loot Indomie, or you come and start breaking down Innocent's private company, you are wasting your time. You're doing the caliphate more good by going to go and destroy private businesses. But when you go, you target the government institutions because that is where your problem is coming from. That is where your problem is coming from. You target the head, the father and the mother that carries the problem. When you're able to bring down that side, every other small, menge, they are gone. Tell me, if you start protest now, all of you march to the government house. You light up the government house with Molotov cocktail. Tell me how many of them inside there will come out and walk free. Tell me how many of you will they can finish? As when I finish for that place, when I head on to another one, when I finish there, when I head on to another one, the next one when I say when they go barrack, when they go police station, where they kill everybody. Those that they kill in Iran, is freedom not coming to their people? It's coming. Everybody should wake up. The protest is here now. I salute everyone. Back to our co-host. We need more people to come and pick the mic, please. Ndewo.
Ndewo, our information minister. Ndewo. We thank God for Trump. And we also thank God for our government, Biafra Republic government in exile, where Ogenkere is the APM. We thank God. In fact, they thought kidnapping Mazen NNAMDI KANU and Simon and putting them in prison, will stop our freedom quest. But they lied, They thought that trying to scatter Briggy, through the two coup d'etat Briggy
Do you
experienced
guys want me
under
to
a
stop it
year,
and restart it
two coup d'etat
so that people
coming
can
from
share it in
terrorist Fulani Islamic Nigeria
WhatsApp?
government will stop our freedom
Give me
quest.
thumb up
I
if you
tell
want me
you,
to stop
they
it and
lied
restart
still.
it. This is
In
1 hour,
fact,
20 minutes. We
why
don't
they
want to be
themselves,
doing longer videos so that it will go viral.
continues
Answer me in
with
the
their
comment
jihad
section.
quest or jihadic quest. They thought
You are
it
hearing my
was,
voice. Say something before I
like
stop it.
years
I'm
back
restarting
where we
it
didn't
again.
know, to how to have a lobbyist or even international advisor. They thought we are in those years.